everybody. Another interview for today. It's time we're going to be talking to Caden Bingham, also from the US. And I hope you enjoy this new interview, okay? Este video es presentado por Avenida Digital. Avenida Digital te ayuda a digitalizar tu negocio. Si lo que buscas para tu agencia inmobiliaria es captación concreta de clientes potenciales, captación de propietarios o incremento sustancial de tus operaciones inmobiliarias, Avenida Digital tiene la solución. Avenida Digital hace que tu negocio inmobiliario no tenga techo.
How are you doing?
How you doing, Caden?
I'm doing good. How about you?
It's so good to see you.
Doing well. Yeah, it's been forever.
I know. Yeah, how long have you been home?
I've been home about a month.
About a month. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's sweet. How's
Yeah.
everything
Sorry.
going over there?
Going good. Yeah, just working in school. Just getting into life.
Yeah, already with both things, working and studying.
Yeah. Well, I start school on Monday.
Uh-huh. That's good. That's great. Well, tell me a little bit about that. Like, what are you doing for as a job? What are you doing for a living?
For work, I'm just a medical assistant.
Really?
Yeah. And so
I didn't
that's
know
been
that.
fun.
You have been training for that before? You have been studying for that? Or what?
It's on, so it can be on job training.
Uh-huh.
And so they'll train me there. Mhm.
And what is it about that? What do you have to do?
Dermatology, and so assist in surgeries or in different paperwork stuff.
Wow,
But
that
yeah,
sounds pretty awesome.
yeah, no, it's a good time.
That's great. And what are you going to be studying?
I'm studying to go into medicine. I'm getting ready to go into PA school.
Wow, that's so good. That's amazing. I'm glad
Yeah,
to hear that.
thank you. I was actually talking with someone the other day, and they made me start wanting to kind of to see what it would take to become a medical interpreter for Spanish.
Uh-huh.
And so
Like Franco.
because that, yeah, like Franco.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I don't think it's as intense as Franco because Franco, he has to kind of translate it pretty direct, like exactly. And I don't know, he's getting like emergency calls and stuff. That seems intense. I would just be sitting in some urgent care or doctor's office helping. But
Uh-huh.
uh, it's a 60-hour course, and so I'm thinking of doing that for just a little bit
Mm-hmm.
while I'm in school.
It's pretty cool. That's pretty amazing. Yeah. Well, so how things have been going since you got home a month ago?
Super good. Just with family, enjoying time with them, seeing old friends, just reconnecting and stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's been good. Yeah. How about you? How have things been?
Working as usual. Week after week, getting more and more students, more and more hours of work.
Oh no.
Yeah, but at least I mean I'm doing something that I like, that I enjoy.
Yeah.
So I feel quite lucky and blessed, about having a job that I enjoy, and also that I was able to, like create my own design, let's say, for these sessions. So I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be here like right now because I started work at 7 a.m. in the
Yeah.
morning today. It's already 9 p.m. and I just finished with my last session, and here I am.
Yeah. Thanks for hopping on the call. I appreciate it.
No, I thank you. I appreciate you having, the goodwill to
Yeah.
participate in this project of video interviews, for the channel. So thank you so very much for being willing to do it. I'm already recording, just in case you haven't
Oh, okay.
noticed.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So, just for people to know, because in some cases I've been interviewing people who I have never met in person. In some cases, we have been lucky enough to meet in person here in San Pedro, where I live. Why don't you
Yeah.
tell people a little bit about that, how we met?
All right. So serving as a missionary for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Argentina.
Mhm.
And I had met Matias through an Elder Seals, and we had a video call that first night. And then a few months later, I was sent to San Pedro to serve in his ward, and we met there in person for the first time, and from there we became good friends.
It's true. So first we had a few video calls to practice Spanish, and then fortunately you were sent here to San Pedro to serve your mission, and that's when we got to meet in person. We had a great time, you know. Yeah. Yes, it's true. Elder Seals with Joshua Seals, we already had an interview, and what we were thinking is that someday we have to do an interview, like the three of us. You know,
Yeah,
that would be a first. You know, like a triple
yeah,
interview.
that'd be fun.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yes, and one of the ideas, one of the purposes why I'm doing this is to, somehow like try to inspire people to continue learning, whether it's English or Spanish.
Yeah.
What has meant to you the experience of having to learn Spanish in this case? You know, how has it been for you?
It's been amazing. I think it broke down barriers. It kind of opened up my world from, I mean, even being here, I've met people that working in this doctor's office, there are people that will come in all the time that don't really speak English super well. And
Mhm.
it's nice to be able to see their relief when I start talking to them in Spanish. And then you really can have a real conversation with them because they'd have enough English to get by to be able to communicate what they need to say,
Mhm.
but you don't really get to know them. And so that's kind of like what it was learning Spanish. You really get to know people and know their culture, their backgrounds a little bit more.
Absolutely. So, not only how useful it was to learn English while you were in Argentina for those 2 years, but also you're seeing the benefits now that you're back home in the US, applied to your
Yeah,
job. That is amazing. You know,
yeah.
are you
Well, thank
intending to keep it up, like maintaining the Spanish level?
Yeah, that's the goal. Definitely.
It would be such a waste if you lost
Yeah.
it, just yeah.
I'm thinking of taking some college classes just to kind of keep it up and get some credit scores.
That would be great. That would be great. Yes. And just by keeping in touch, with me and any other people from here, that's going to help you as well to maintain it, like to
Yeah.
keep it and even improve it. We never learning a language. We never stop learning a language. It's like
Yeah.
it's a forever process. It's a nonstop stopping process. So, and it can be so much fun. That is the other, let's say, the other intention I have with doing this, inspire people that learning a language can be totally fun.
No,
it,
absolutely.
it may seem sometimes a little hard and confusing, but most of
Yeah.
all, it can be fun.
Yeah. I mean, when it gets hard, that's when you're trying to get over a hill, but then when you finally get over that bump in the road, it feels so amazing to have, oh man, I finally understand subjunctive or whatever it may be, whatever that roadblock may be.
Absolutely. I'm still in contact with one of her companions,
Elder Bastion?
Elder Bastian. Yes.
Oh, how can you learn?
He's doing a lot better. His Spanish is a lot better now.
Oh,
He has
good.
been improving. He has been asking me questions. We have been having some, like video sessions sometimes at night to practice a little bit more. We had one just a couple of days ago,
Oh, good.
and I noticed how much he has improved. I think he feels more, comfortable with learning Spanish, and yeah, he's such a great kid. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and your help there, I want to say, I think I told you this before, I think, but I want to say it again. Like those video calls we had while you were companions, while you were with him, it was really interesting to see how kind you were to him,
Oh,
while trying to help him. I don't see that so often, That's why I wanted
no.
to say it. You're always so patient and, like willing to help him. and waiting until he would remember, that kind of thing,
Yeah.
like
Well,
when
thank
he
you
was.
for saying that. I appreciate it.
No, totally. So I was amazed by that. It's not that I didn't know you were a nice person, but when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's really nice. That's really nice. Um, every time like I asked something, like to Elder Bastian, and he was like, "Oh, I don't know," and we were like, "Hey, remember the other day we were talking about this or that?" And they're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
yes, it's true. Yeah, you were always very kind to him, and that means a lot. It was very nice to see that, in you,
Well, thank you.
and it worked apparently because he's been improving."
Yeah.
So,
Well, good. That makes me happy.
yeah, absolutely. Yes. I'm pretty sure he will be interviewed also. He will be a part of this project
Oh
once he
yeah.
gets back home. We still have to wait,
Yeah.
He still has more than a year, right? To finish his
Yeah.
thing.
I think he's got probably 15 months left, 15 or 16 months.
Yeah, pretty much right. So
Yeah.
after that, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be having an interview. It will be interesting, to hear him talking about his experience learning a language, starting like from probably some kind of frustration at the beginning, but then seeing some progress. That's gonna be nice. That's gonna be
Yeah.
nice. Yeah. Usually when I have these interviews, sometimes I like to test in a way,
All right.
uh so would you like me to give you some kind of challenges with the language to see if you still remember a few things
Yeah, we can
about
go
the
for
things?
it.
All right, all right. I know there are some key phrases that we have been working on, so let's see if you remember. All
All
right,
right.
are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's see. How would you say in Spanish? um that depends on me.
Um, Depende de mí.
Okay, that was very good. That was very good. The structure and also the pronunciation. You know,
Okay.
yes, I
Thank
I I told you that you have improved your pronunciation like in a really nice way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
that sounds. Um, okay, I like this one. This is one of my favorites because it's so different that usually it's hard to remember. How do you say I visit them every other week?
All right. A los visito semana por medio.
Right. Yes. Yes.
All
It's
right.
good. It's good that you remember.
Yeah,
Um,
thank Gracias a usted.
you're welcome.
Don't
You're
be,
very welcome. Yes.
thank
How do you say um they don't need me to be there in person?
Ellos no necesitan que esté en persona.
Great. That was
All
great.
right.
That was great. Yes. That was
Thank
amazing. That was amazing. That was some of the confusing phrases that we usually work on, and that was pretty good. Now,
thank you.
the last one for the moment. What happens
All
if I
right.
say, um, that is not his actual name?
Um, Ese no es su nombre real.
Great. Well, you passed all of them.
All right. Awesome. That
you
was
you
thanks to all those classes after 9.
yes, you get an
What
A
about
plus. Okay.
thank you.
That's amazing. Oh, I'm so proud of you. That's amazing. Very happy.
Thank
Um, now let's do something else. Now you're gonna speak in Spanish for a little bit. How about that?
Okay.
Pasamos a español.
Bueno.
Sí. Bueno,
Sí.
contanos un poco cuáles son tus planes a partir de ahora, qué cosas se vienen en tu vida en los diferentes ámbitos. ¿Qué proyectas?
Bueno, en mi vida voy a estudiar medicina. Ahora estoy en no colegio, en la universidad,
Ujú.
estudiando a las ciencias para poder entrar en la escuela de medicina. Y después de eso estoy tratando de salir con chicas para encontrar mi esposa futura.
Muy bien.
Ah, sí,
¿Cómo va eso?
no,
¿Ya hay algún plan
no,
A,
no hay
B?
ningún. No, no, no. no se preocupe, no hay ninguna todavía.
Bueno, no
Todos
sé.
están en Utah.
¿Y vos dónde
Todos,
estás ahora?
yo estoy en Arizona, en Mesa.
Ah, claro, claro. Vos sos de Arizona, estás viviendo
Sí,
ahí. Muy bien. ¿Y hay planes para irte, para Utah quizás? O...
sí. Mi papá me convenció de quedar en Arizona por un semestre
Ajá,
para poder estar con la familia por un par de meses más antes que me vaya a Utah.
parece muy
Entonces,
bien.
sí. Pero tengo un par de hermanos que están en el colegio, así que es bueno para poder estar más con ellos antes que se vayan a la misión. Y ellos están
Ah,
jugando fútbol americano, así que voy a
ajá.
poder ir a sus partidos y todo eso en estos meses siguientes.
Ujú.
Entonces, bueno, para
Vos
quedar.
jugabas, ¿no? Fútbol
Sí,
americano antes de la misión y no sé, ¿ahora retomás eso o no?
nada, solo antes.
Solo antes.
Ya no.
¿Ya no?
Mi cuerpo no aguanta.
Perdiste el entrenamiento quizás, ¿no?
Sí, puede ser.
Claro. Otra cosa, alguna actividad fuera de lo que es el trabajo o los estudios? ¿Tenés algún otro hobby?
Ah, mañana, mi familia nos encanta irnos al río y hacer, ¿cómo se dice? Kayak.
Sí, kayak o kayak, sí.
Ah,
Ajá.
Kayakear sería.
No, decimos hacer kayak o hacer kayak.
Hacer, ok,
Sí. Supongo que se
sí,
podría decir
nosotros,
andar en kayak también.
okay, sí,
Nunca lo
nosotros,
hice.
tienes que venir por Arizona y nos
Algún
vamos al
día.
río. Sí,
Vamos.
entonces
¿Tiene,
nos
tiene
gusta
su propio,
irnos. ¿Cómo?
tiene su propio kayak?
Sí, de hecho, mi hermana me dio esta foto que ella imprimió hoy, um, de
¡Ah, qué
nosotros.
bárbaro!
Fuimos al río. Sí,
Después mándamela si la pongo en el video que se vea bien. Dale.
ok,
Y,
sí, sí, sí.
bueno, después sacarle una foto si la tenés en digital.
No sé si tengo, creo que sí tengo
¿En
el
digital?
digital. Sí,
Sí,
si la quiere.
si no hace como un, like, como una captura buena
Claro.
con la foto y
Pero,
la podés digitalizar. Sí, y la agregamos ahí para mostrar. Sí,
ok,
muy
pero
bien. Bien, ¿y cómo está el resto de la familia? ¿Cómo encontraste la familia? ¿Encontraste cosas cambiadas después de volver?
mis hermanos que están en la escuela secundaria ahora son gigantes. Y
¿Qué edades
van,
tiene?
uno tiene 17 y el otro tiene 14.
Vos sos el mayor,
No, segundo mayor. Tengo una hermana que
segundo.
tiene, sí, mi hermana tiene 23 el
Ujú.
mes que viene.
Bien, bien. Well, that's been great. Well, let's go back to English now.
All right. That
Speaking
was
about age,
fun.
yeah, yeah. And your Spanish is really, really nice. Very clear.
Okay.
Yes. People will be understanding you very clearly. That's amazing. Yeah. How old are you now?
I turned 20 on
In a few
Sunday.
days.
Or I turned 21 on Sunday. Yeah. Yeah, you remembered. Yeah,
Yeah, we got to celebrate your birthday,
that's right.
right?
Yeah. That was so
Your
fun.
what is it? Your 20th? No.
It was my
No,
20th. Yeah.
exactly. Yes. I probably will be posting a picture of that too in the
Oh,
video.
yeah. Well, thank you.
Yes, we were lucky enough to celebrate your birthday here at home, with a cake
Yeah.
and everything.
I was blessed to be in San Pedro con ustedes. That
Yeah, we
was
had a
so
good time. We had a good time. We had a good time. Yes. Now, going back to the idea of or the process of learning a language, if you had to give some kind of advice, like a piece of advice to people who are struggling or doing their best to learn English, like it is in most cases with my students, um, what would you say to them? What do you think could help them more based on your own experience?
I remember when I first got to Argentina, my uncle had sent me an email and it had said, or he had said, just learn the basic grammar, the vocab that you'll most likely be using, which is obviously the kind of church words.
Mhm.
and then let yourself get a good grip on those, really understand them. And then a few months after that, like once you feel comfortable speaking, then you can kind of try to dive in with the more grammatical stuff, with the harder stuff. And so I guess don't try to run faster than you can walk. Um, just and enjoy it. I mean, learning a language, it's frustrating, but it's rewarding. I mean, learning a grammar principle that took you several weeks of not understanding it, and then one day you woke up and it clicked. That's just so rewarding. That comes with perseverance and really just wanting to learn the language.
Absolutely. I think it was nice. And I think I was lucky enough to see you at some point in your mission, like near the beginning. It was
Yeah,
like kind of like near the beginning when we started talking,
very
right?
beginning. You saw me with zero Spanish.
The very
I think
beginning.
I had probably less than 2 months when I had
Mhm.
first met you.
You were pretty new.
Yeah,
And I got to see you almost near the end of your mission because
yeah,
technically, a couple of
yeah,
weeks
up to
before
the
you.
end.
So I
Yeah,
got to see like the entire process of your learning,
yeah,
and that was really nice to see how much you had improved your Spanish. That was amazing. That's amazing. A very good example, I would say. You know,
yeah.
and as I said before, not only that you mind about learning it for yourself, but you also cared enough, to share it with others and help others like Elder Bastian while he is still in the process of learning. So that's amazing. That's very nice and kind of you.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, once again, I thank you for accepting to do this, like being part of this interview project for this YouTube channel. And I'm
Yeah,
sure people will benefit from your experience and will take, from what you're saying to apply with themselves. No, and that means a lot.
yeah. Well, thank you. Thanks for having me. Thanks for allowing me to do this interview with you. It was fun.
You're very welcome. I appreciate it. And I thank you for that. Okay. We
All right.
might do it again. We will do it again, but
Yeah.
inviting Joshua Seals
Yeah.
with these sessions. Okay. We're gonna do it.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll need to.
Yes. That was great. We're gonna do it. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Matthias.